Alright, let's play the game.
This controller's a piece of shit.
Fuck shit, dicks, cocks, ass, balls.
Fuck cocks, dicks, ass.
Jim was a fucking cocksucker.
Bullshit! Oh my god.
What? I never failed the mission.
I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. Proteus Ashes did a $10 super chat. Says, someone who lost their house in a 2009 financial crisis. You're about to miss your mortgage payment. There's zero panic from you. It seems odd. Explain and I'll donate $50. Sure. Sure. So my mortgage payment's due tomorrow. Alright? If I had no money for this payment at all for the rest of this month, and it was going to be like weeks to a month late, yeah, then I'd be panicking because I'd be like, you know it's going to happen. They're going to contact me. They're going to say, hey, is this going to be an ongoing thing? There's going to be late fees. Likely they're going to try to, if this were ongoing, they would go to the point where they were probably looking to foreclosure and stuff like that. But that takes a while. That takes months and months. I would have to be like, if I can't pay my mortgage for like 6 to 8 months, then maybe they'd look into it. Okay? This is just like, it'll be about a week to 2 weeks maybe, right? Because what's going to happen is I'm not going to pay it now. I can't. I don't have enough. I needed a lot more today in order to pay it, and I can't. So I'm not going to pay it. I don't even know if they're going to contact me this week or not about it. But when I do get my payment from YouTube on the 21st, that's the first thing I'll pay.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
You know, everything, like right now, what do I have to pay this coming week? My utilities. If I don't pay that, they will turn off the electricity. They will turn off the water. They'll turn that stuff off if you don't pay it. And when I get paid by YouTube in the coming week, then I'll pay the mortgage. And it'll be late. And they'll charge me late fees. And I don't know. What I'm hoping is that this is not going to be an ongoing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hint, 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 hint.
But over the next couple of months, there'll be more newer games. There'll be more people coming to the streams to watch me play the new releases and the like. And I'm just going to stick with it. And hopefully this is not an ongoing thing every month. This will be the first time since I've been with this company that I have a late payment. And there's nothing I can do about it. So we'll see what happens, right? Why would I exactly be freaking out? Like, oh my God, crying on the stream for one thing, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, I know what'll happen. They're going to probably charge me a late fee. It's the first time it's ever happened, so likely it's not going to be a big deal. If, like I said, if you're chronically a late payer on a bill, that's a problem. But, you know, it's not a ginormous issue to only be a little bit late on a payment, especially because, like I said, I know I'm getting paid by YouTube on the 21st. I'll be able to pay it then, you know? Proteus Ash. Here's your explanation. When you're an adult, all right? When you're an adult, you don't panic about every little thing. You don't. Today, absolutely, it would have been amazing if I could have rallied and made enough to make the payment. Then I don't have to worry about late fees or nothing or any kind of issue. But I also know that when you miss one payment, you don't lose your house. You know? Nor did I ever say anything to that effect.
You liar, you. I'm good at lying.
So thank you for the super chat. And yeah, you owe me $50 because I explained it. Okay.
And now, our feature presentation.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it scared the shit out of me. And the thing is, if I bring one, like, for example, there's one going on where I'm a loser. People claim that there's some application out there that I've never used or heard of. I guess it's called Line app. And they're like, oh, well, we found that the cell phone number that we know is yours because it was doxed on the internet years ago, that cell phone number is somehow associated with Line app. Now, Line app is an app that I guess is used for people who talk behind the scenes when they play mobile games. So it's obvious that because there is a Line app with your cell phone number associated with it, that means you play mobile games and spend money on them. It's like, what? Like, how do you even associate that with that? And people keep bringing this up, like, just like 2 days ago, someone on Twitter's talking about it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about this app. I don't use Line app. I don't even know what it is. And these people just say this shit. And then they're like, okay, so how did when people brought this up like a year ago, when I first heard this conspiracy theory, people were like, well, how could this be possible? I was like, you realize if what you're saying is true, okay? If what you're saying is true, that this exists, this Line app, and that somehow there's an account with my phone number, anyone could have done that, right?
Hey, pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Because my phone number was public years and years ago. If you remember when I actually registered my website, that fucking website doxed all my information, including my phone numbers and shit. So that's been public for how many years? So how is that evidence of anything? I don't even understand that at all. Like, if my phone number has been doxed years and years ago, right? How is it, like I'll be honest with you, people have really gone out of their way to fuck with me in regards to, like, stupid menial trolling shit. Like, sign up Phil's fucking emails for dumb spam and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, it's basically to the point where, like, my information's so public, everyone, like for example, I can tell you right now, I guarantee you, I'm an evil, dirty, heinous scammer who steals money from little children. Someone went out there and registered me for every fucking website under the sun. They have my name, they have my address, they have a phone number that's associated with me, they have an email addresses, right? I have my public email addresses, you guys know them. I guarantee you people sign me up for everything, all right? So that's like saying, oh, there's a website that has an account that says Darkside Phil. It has an email that we know is yours associated with it. So that way there's evidence you use that site. How? Anyone could go sign up for anything right now using my public information. But the thing is, they whip themselves into such a frenzy with this information that they then act like it's evidence of anything. It's evidence of nothing. Anyone with a logical brain can say, what are you talking about? Like, Phil was doxxed a million years ago, and all his information is out there. There's probably people on the internet who impersonate him all the time, everywhere, right?
No.
So, how is that evidence of anything? But the thing that really gets me is apparently this Line app, and again, I don't know much about it, I've never used it. Apparently the Line app is used for many different things. I guess it's just chat app. It's like you chat on it, like a million other chat apps. Okay? So how does it evidence that if anyone had a chat app with my number or whatever, how is that evidence that it's used for a mobile game or that you know what I mean? Like, even if that is the case, that someone used my information and registered, it's evidence of nothing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, they literally create this insane situation where it doesn't even make sense logically, but that's evidence of something. It's evidence. And that's what they do, is like every conspiracy somehow, because there's 20 million conspiracies that they made up about me, somehow they all become a body of evidence that says I'm a bad person or something. It's like, but none of it is true. It's all your shit that you made up, or people doing things in my name around the internet and shit. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like somehow that becomes evidence when it's nothing. I just never understood it. Overwatch Trash did a super chat and says there's a code that verifies your number. What does that mean? What? What does that mean? There's a code that verifies your number. My number is public. That number was public since 2015. That number was on the internet. So how is that evidence? Like, what are you talking about? These people, see what I mean about these fucking people? And now this guy will probably talk about this all day. He'll just keep, it's what it's called. It's called moving the goalpost. So I'll say, no, what you're saying makes no sense. That's not evidence of anything. So then they'll say something else ludicrous. I'll be like, okay, well, that's not evidence of anything. Then they'll say something else ludicrous. And then, you see what I mean? It's called moving the goalpost. They just keep pushing it further and further and further and further until I just get tired of answering. And I just don't want to talk about it anymore because I just don't want to fucking waste time on it. But then see? So Phil couldn't answer every concern for 3 straight hours. So that means that it's all true. And that's how they win, because they have time for that shit. You know? I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time to answer every ludicrous accusation you have. You're just out of your fucking mind, man. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has. Now people are saying, do you have to verify it? Verify what? The number. Verify what number? The phone number? What do you mean? They make you have to verify the number with a code that sends a text to it. Okay, alright. Do you guys realize, and this is truthful, again, my emails, my phone numbers that I've had over the years, they're constantly hit with shit like that. Constantly. I mean it. Like, non-stop. Every day I get, did you sign up for this? Verify this. Here's a verification code. Here's a confirmation email. My fucking stupid home phone, alright, which I've never used. I kid you not. I've never used my home phone number for anything. The only reason I have that home phone right there is because I do a bundle through Comcast that I save money if I keep the phone. If I got rid of that phone, the overall cost of my internet and phone would actually go up if I got rid of that phone, okay? I need that money to pay my bills, so I've never used that phone before for anything. That phone rings constantly, okay? Constantly. It's solicitor shit. It's other. I've never used it. I've never even put that phone number on the internet, but it rings constantly because people got it and they sign it up for everything. Do you see what I'm saying? So I constantly am bothered by that shit. Everything. Every phone line I've ever had, every email address I've ever had, constantly gets hit up for this. So how is that evidence of anything? They sent a verification request to the phone number, and I get those constantly all the time. People think I'm like the dumbest person or something. I'm not. I'm actually way more educated, and I know way more about business than most people who use fucking YouTube. So what does that mean? Nothing. They need to get the code to confirm. How do they get it if you physically have the phone on you? What do you mean? Oh, what? You have to put in a code. Put in a code where? What are you talking about? Oh, you can't have a line account if you don't have a code. I don't know. There's no code that's ever been entered into a line account because I don't have a line account. And so, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's also forum posts and things out there in my name. And people are like, well, that's evidence that you have it because it's in your email and that forum is there. It's like, but I didn't do it. I didn't verify it. I ignore it. All that shit's on, like, blacklist. I get spam emails all the time of that kind of stuff. I just ignore it. So how did it work? I don't know. Maybe. Now, I don't know specifically if I'm talking about Line or whatever, but maybe these things allow you to create an account. All right? And as long as you have general information, the account sits there, and it's a dormant account. You know what I'm saying?
This guy is fucking stupid!
Like, I'm sure right now there's a million dummy accounts that are called Darkside Phil on the internet that aren't me. But they created them using my information, and they just sit there dormant, never used, but it still says that I'm a member. Like, what was it? Like, years ago, someone was like, Phil, we have evidence that you're on a gay porn site. And I'm like, well, I have news for you. I'm not on a gay porn site. You know, I have nothing to do with that. I don't go to porn sites in general anyway, but I'm not part of a gay porn. But here's an account with your email associated with it. I'm like, and? You see what I'm saying? What does that have to do with anything? So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't care. Like, you have to understand. I mean this too. I love Hulk Hogan's dick and big taints because there's like 10, 20 people on this stream that are all talking about this right now. What the stuff that you deal in is so disassociated from reality for most people. Like, we don't care about your bullshit. You understand that, right? Like, I just have to, I'm sorry that I'm not trying to be insulting. But you have to understand that what you're saying and doing is so disassociated from normal life. We don't sit there on the internet hashing out conspiracy theories and debunking them. We don't. I'm coming for you. We have lives. Normal people have, like, lives where we do stuff with our time. We don't sit there on the internet with people like you debunking conspiracies and hashing up conspiracies. Like, I've too much shit going on in my life that's important and meaningful to me, my family, my cat right here, Jasper Kitty. Give him a nice pet. I don't have time to worry about your bullshit. I don't. I really don't have time to worry about your bullshit that you make up about me every day. I'm not going to sit here and try to find a way to disprove every ridiculous thing that says about me because I'm a loser. I have better things to do. Toxify it. Always hot teasers, then why don't you ignore them? Have you ever not noticed that I am? Like, I am. I am completely ignoring their nonsense. But again, when you ignore it, that means, oh, it's true because Phil won't address it. Okay, so now I'll address it logically. I just went step by step for, what, 15 minutes? Step by step, I just went through all this with you guys explaining. I don't know anything about it. Here's probably how they do it. Oh, but that's not good enough because here's another thing. Here's another thing. But this is what always happens. There's always another thing. Okay, well then just ignore it. Okay, I'll ignore it. Oh, well then it's true. Do you see? I'm ready to game, bro. Who's ready? Do you understand the life I'm living here? That no matter what I say and do, no matter what happens, there's always another nut job out there doing something in my name, making something up about me. And I can't possibly discredit or answer all this. What is going on right now? Uh-oh. Right, there you go. General of Thunderous Fire says, that's the equivalent of like saying turn off the internet and it stops internet bullying. It does, you're right. The equivalent is like either I address it, and if I address it, it's never good enough. it's never gonna, there's always another thing. Like I said, I'll answer logically, okay, here's the truth, here's the truth. Oh, well, now I have to speculate because I honestly don't know. So maybe it's this, maybe it's this. And then it's, well, it's not good enough because they keep going with further conspiracy. So there's no point in me answering anything. But if Phil ignores it, well, that means that it's true. You see? So it's a lose-lose situation. When you have this many nut jobs constantly just fucking making shit up about you, you can't win. Like, you'll never win because I'm a thief, I'm a scammer, I'm a liar. They will always say it's not good enough. Or like I said, then if I address it logically and calmly and I answer honestly, they move the goalpost to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing.
A few moments later.
And of course a bunch of super chats came in and they're all about this bullshit. So I'm just gonna ignore them. I'm gonna read them, but I'm gonna ignore them. So for example, here we go. To create an account in the Line app, you must verify your number, or you cannot proceed in his account with the number was found. He is lying. So what do you want me to say? I don't know anything about this app, but apparently someone found a way to make an app account supposedly in my name. Actually, I don't even know if you even said that. Is it even in my name or is it using my number? I don't even know, nor do I care anymore. I just don't care. Because that's what I mean. People, haha, I got him now. No, I don't know. I don't have any answer to your crazy conspiracy fucking world. I don't. And again, by the way, I'm a loser. None of this means anything. Because, for when last year when people started saying this to me, the Line app apparently is just simply an application used generically for communication over the internet. It's not evidence of anything. Apparently the Line app can be used for any kind of chat. If someone just wanted to have a chat with someone across the world, you get the Line app, you can chat with them if you have each other's account. I guess it's kind of like Discord. That would be the equivalent of saying, oh, we just know that Phil has a Discord, therefore we know that he uses it to play mobile games and stuff. It's like, no, you don't. Bullshit! You don't have that evidence at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense what you're saying, but that's what I mean. These people are nuts. These people are absolutely nuts. There's no, if there was evidence, they would present it. They have no evidence of anything. They just make these conspiracy theories up. All right, and again, there was like 2 or 3 super chats. I'm not even exaggerating. 2 or 3 super chats all saying the same fucking thing. So I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore them. Okay.
It's 12 o'clock and time for his nap.
Subscribe to Soma Julius Cruz. I have no idea who the hell that is. I need you to help support everything, all right? Oh my god, I'm a complete idiot. I'm a loser. I'm making less money for no reason. I don't know who Tyrone is. I'm not here to beg you for money.
Just give me money.
I need that money.
Only sucker works a 9-to-5 job.